Hello, I'm Marianne. I work for the Schweitzer branch of the Cobb County Library system. Today I will be reading the book, Helga Makes a Name for Herself. Helga is a small but mighty and loud Viking. More than anything, she wants to be a warrior, just like her hero, Ingrid the Axe. So when word comes that Ingrid is looking for new recruits, Helga jumps at the chance, with Wolvie, her pet Wolverine, to try out. The competition is fierce, but then again, so is Helga. Helga Makes a Name for Herself by Megan Maynor, illustrated by Ida Caban. Young Helga loved to hear the sagas of her favorite Viking warrior. She begged for them at bedtime. Tell me the one about Ingrid the bear. And at fish pickling time, tell me the one about Ingrid at sea. And during her monthly bath, tell me the one about how she became Ingrid the Axe. After Helga made herself a helmet and one for her pet Wolverine, she asked her mother, "What do you think my warrior name will be?" "Oh, Helga, you're a farmer's daughter, not a warrior." Helga built herself a shield and one for Wolvie and asked her father, "What do you think my warrior name will be?" Helga's father laughed. "Warriors do not come from small mountain villages like ours." Helga forged herself a sword and one for Wolvie and asked her neighbor Sven Longbeard, "What do you think my warrior name will be?" He couldn't hear very good, I don't think. "Yeah, I'd take some tea." Helga raced up steep hills to graze the sheep as though enemies were in pursuit. She chopped wood, imagining she was breaking open a treasure chest. And when her work was done, Helga and Wolvie reenacted the great battles of Ingrid the Axe, making them even greater. On Thursday, word reached Helga's farm that Ingrid the Axe was looking for new warriors, and her ship would be arriving soon. Holy Valhalla! Faster than Valkyries fly, Helga and Wolvie donned their full battle gear. Helga said her father, "That contest is not for you." Helga said her mother, "Remember who you are." "Yeah," said Helga. Where's the wild boar? In the port city, Helga and Wolvie saw more Vikings than they'd seen in their entire lives, along with real helmets, painted shields, and shiny swords. The other Vikings saw Helga and Wolvie too. There's some commenting here. What is she wearing? What's wrong with her cat? I guess they've never seen a pet Wolverine before. A horn sounded. "Raroo!" A giant voice boomed. "Gather round!" Helga gasped. "Ingrid the Axe!" Wolvie fainted. Poor Wolvie. "I am looking for swift, mighty warriors," said Ingrid. "Prove yourself and join my crew." "Yeah," the young Vikings cheered. "First, a race," said Ingrid. Helga took her place at the starting line. Ready, set, and go. After years of running up the mountainside, Helga was fast. But when her homemade helmet slipped, Olaf pulled ahead. "You," Ingrid pointed her giant hand at Olaf. "Olaf the Swift, join me." Poor Helga, she's disappointed. Next, battle axe bullseye. Helga had swung an axe plenty of times. How difficult could it be to throw one? Thwunk. A bit different, it turns out. Sigrid threw a bullseye. You, Ingrid pointed her giant hand at Sigrid. Sigrid, the sure shot, join me. Last, sword fighting. Helga squared off against Magnus. The other Vikings laughed. This should be quick. Hiss! Helga showed her teeth. Magnus jumped back. They circled each other. Helga got low and prowled in close. She tweaked Magnus's nose. Helga tapped Magnus's shoulder, then spun around. Magnus turned and tripped. Helga pounced on her opponent and howled, "Ow!" "What happened?" said Magnus. Ooh, did Helga win one? You, Ingrid pointed her hand at Helga. You fight like a wolverine. Wolvie stood tall. Ingrid continued, Helga. Oh, look at that. Uh-oh, but what is this? Wait. Her parents are up here watching. Helga's parents came charging down the hill. She won't bother you anymore, said Helga's mother. We'll take her home, said Helga's father. Ahem, said Ingrid. I was about to say, Helga, the Howler, join me. Our Helga? Asked her mother. Is that a warrior's name? Asked her father. Yeah, sure, you betcha. Yeah, that sounds right. Helga stood before her stunned parents. I am a farmer's daughter. I am from a small mountain village, and I am a warrior. Helga and Wolvie howled together. Ow! And you don't have to shout about it. Helga the Howler went on to sail the whole flat earth, first with Ingrid the Axe, later on her own ship, and finally as commander of her own fleet of ships, Wolvie ever at her side. In fact, to this day, young Vikings beg to hear the sagas of Helga. During their nightly baths, at pickling time, and at bedtime. Tell me the one about how she became Helga the Howler. Ow! The end, and that is how Helga became a mighty warrior, Helga the Howler.